welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is December 26, 2023, and today is Tuesday morning. So welcome back, everybody, and happy holiday season. Now, looking at the highlights of the day, we're watching the U.S. markets on their highs. But question is, are we going to continue this into the end of the year and further into 2024, but no economic events scheduled for today. So as we look at the various markets, starting out with the euro, it's posed to break out. That's the question. It looks like it wants to. Now looking at the Turkish Lira, making new lows once again. Now looking at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ both on their highs. And as we look at commodities, gold pushing and gaining higher to $2060 per ounce. Now, as we look at oil tapering lower, now looking at the stocks, they mostly wavered across the board. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin slides lower. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. First with the Euro USD. It's on its highs and it wants to break out higher. It looks like it, but you got to just pay attention to it. Now, just to remember, this is probably the lightest trading week of the year, maybe second to August, where the markets are a little bit lighter. Everybody's away. Most markets are open, but most people are off, and financial institution incentivizing this time to take off because everybody's expecting it to be light. So just be aware of that. Now, we are on our highs here on the euro, on resistance. And so this may be a very posed position to break out. Keep an eye on it as it may still do that. Now, looking at the Turkish Lira, making new lows once again, 29.28. Now, this is very crucial because we're getting to that big 30 number. And if we clear 30, we could be at 35, so just be aware of that. Now, looking at the commodities, first looking at gold. Gold getting stronger at $2060 per ounce as it's tapering higher. Now, it's inching higher towards its highs. If you look at a weekly, you can see that a little bit better. The question is whether or not it's going to continue this nice push higher. Keep an eye on it, okay, because we are at resistance-ish level. Now, we closed higher. That's what's so important here. On a weekly chart and a monthly chart, we're closing higher. The question is whether or not we can sustain it on the upside. Now, looking at crude oil, tapering off at 73.66, nothing big doing there. Now, looking at the U.S. markets, Dow Jones on its highs, 37,787, only about, we did hit 38,000, so only about 200 something points off of its highs. If you look at the NASDAQ, it's close enough to its highs at 17,000 and clearing it. Now, specifically, the stocks, okay, they're wavering. If you look at Facebook, kind of off its top, okay? Intel also off its top just by a little bit. Microsoft has been trading sideways and has not been the one to push us higher, whereas Apple was. Now, we have to look at what the markets are going to do this week because it's really important. And despite the fact that it's a lighter trading session, sometimes these stocks actually are perking up. People are home and they're purchasing things, and they're not institutional investors, but that sometimes gives us a little bit of a headway going into the end of the year. Now, lastly, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin now tapering off from its highs to 42,700, and it didn't do much here, okay? It's on supportish level for all intents and purposes. I do expect it to bounce, but remember, we're in a very choppy market. Sometime after New Year's, generally speaking, Bitcoin does sell off, so just keep that in the back of your head. But this could be a nice play for today, a nice little bounce towards its highs. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.